Running a successful farm depends on coping with a host of different jobs, from one end of the year to the other. And in an industry as efficient and as competitive as agriculture, this imposes a heavy demand on the machinery the farmer has to rely on to help him meet those tasks. It has to be versatile to cope with everything from mucking out the cowshed to stacking bales, from loading bags of fertilizer to helping with draining and leveling the land. Not to mention the 1001 maintenance and repair jobs which occur now and then, usually at the busiest and most inconvenient time. It has to be tough and powerful to take the heaviest jobs in its stride. It has to be easy to operate, and above everything else, it has to be reliable. Before any machine can start to earn its keep, the farmer needs to know he can depend on it completely, even when the going gets tough. Fortunately, all these daunting requirements come as no surprise to JCB. The company built up its solid reputation with a range of machines which were versatile enough, powerful enough, tough enough, and reliable enough to meet the equally demanding needs of the construction industry. So making them available to farmers, whether their operations concentrate on beef, dairy, mixed or arable farming, is simply a matter of harnessing all this experience and using the latest technology to help in developing a series of products ideally suited for the farming market. Like the JCB 525 Farm Specials, sharing a common pedigree with the tough but agile 525s now used in every kind of industry from construction to chemicals. This one's working on a pair of farms in Shropshire owned by S&R Heath, where it's responsible for every possible task right through every week of the farming year. The business is a mixed one, with 300 dairy cattle, 300 bacon sows, and a range of crops, which includes potatoes, sugar beet, cereals and grass. Even in the middle of winter, this means a series of regular chores, like mucking out the cattle shed. This is where the powerful 5-ton breakout force comes into play, easily shifting the most compacted muck. Inevitably, space is restricted. So the four-wheel steering, a standard feature on the 525 range, is ideal for helping the machine to get into wherever it's needed. With a choice of a wide range of attachments, including a 6-in-1 bucket and muck forks, it's a simple job to clear out the muck. And once the machine is out in the yard, the telescopic boom, with its powerful hydraulics and extended forward reach and lift height, makes short work of loading the spreader. When it comes to moving silage, it's time to switch to the muck forks, a changeover made infinitely easier and faster by JCB's quick-fit carriage system. It takes just a few minutes to change over from one attachment to another, so that the machine can get on with the next task with a minimum of delay. The farm uses a complete diet feed system, which means loading the mixer wagon with a mixture of sugar beet pulp, brewer's grains and silage. All these need to be brought from the silage shed and loaded into the easy feeder for distributing to the dairy herd. For the grains and pellets, it's a job for the 525 with the loader bucket. This versatility means the Farm Special can cope with unexpected jobs just as easily as it can with the regular jobs. Take roof repairs, for example. All that's needed is a manned platform fitted to the quick-fit carriage, and the machine becomes a safe, portable, and flexible access ladder to reach any awkward but essential repair, like the replacement of barn guttering. The easily operated controls allow the driver to place the platform exactly where it's needed, so that the man doing the work never has to reach too far. And the fail-safe hydraulics with check valves mean that the platform is held securely in place, even if the machine should suffer any problems, from a hydraulic leak to a total system failure, however unlikely these might be with the renowned JCB reliability record. Here too, the sophisticated four-wheel steering system comes into its own. There are 3 different modes to deal with different situations. Simple front wheel steering when the machine's being driven along a road or being used to tow a trailer. Then there's all-wheel steering for maximum maneuverability in the tightest spaces. Finally, there's crab steering, where the front and rear wheels turn in the same direction so that the machine can steer or crab away from walls or buildings. A boon when cleaning feed passages and silage clamp work. And to make the operator's task easier, changing from one steering mode to another is controlled from the cab. He doesn't even need to lean out to check the position of the wheels, as the system is automatically self-aligning. Another job which the Farm Special handles with ease is building the silage clamp. After the machine and man platform have been used to crop the trees, where there may be access problems with the tall silage trailers, the 525 moves back to the farmyard, where the loaded trailers dump up to 10 tons of silage at a time, which needs spreading evenly and also consolidating. All that's needed is a silage fork. Even though silage making is one of the hardest tasks for any machine, the Farm Special can easily cope with this job, thanks to its powerful 102 horsepower turbo engine, leaving power to spare. The constant changing from forward to reverse is easy to work, with a single lever direction change making life easier for the driver. And having plenty of power available means that the 525 can take on the heaviest of tasks involved in farm maintenance too. It can lift up to 2.5 tons at a time, and engine improvements have helped reduce noise output and fuel consumption. Other improvements include better bucket dump angles, greater tear-out force, and a floating fork system which can be removed complete with pin to make changing fittings and attachments an even quicker and easier process. The wide range of attachments makes the Farm Special an even more versatile machine. On some farms, the 525 is fitted with a round bale spike for storing hay or straw, picking it up and placing it in stacks or barns. Of course, not every farm will have the same priorities or the same tasks for the machine to carry out. This particular farm uses mainly liquid fertilizer, but farmers with bags of fertilizer to be taken out of store and loaded onto trailers to be taken out to the spreader will find the Farm Specials an ever-willing helper. It can haul the trailer to and from wherever it's needed, and then it can transfer the sacks from trailer to spreader. Traction can be a problem in farm work, with ground which may be soft or slippery. Not with the Farm Special though. The engine works through a JCB synchro shuttle transmission and epicyclic hub reduction axles. The combination gives maximum drive torque with increased ground clearance. And because the transmission drives through 4 large equal-size wheels, the machine is sure-footed enough to cope with the most difficult conditions. In fact, being a JCB, it's specially bred to cope with constant, high-pressure work, with a minimum of maintenance and maximum reliability. Vital components like brakes are immersed in oil and totally enclosed for complete protection. Features like this, in addition to the strength and quality of the machines themselves, may have been developed originally for the construction industry, but these advantages are just as much in demand on every kind of farm, whether it specializes in beef or dairy farming, in arable or mixed farming like this one. And more farmers all over Britain, whatever the size and type of business they run, are coming to realize what an excellent bargain JCB can offer the agricultural user too.